Shalom, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone that taught us this word. So I just got this article. Looks like Trump is creating a digital asset venture or a digital asset treasury based on, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So, they're basically just moving forward, with these digital, monetary digital systems and this technocracy and all this. But all this was prophesied in the scriptures about that mark of the beast. They're inching closer and closer, to the mark of the beast. Is that a fintech? It's at fintech magazine .com. It's entitled Trump Media Forms Digital Asset Venture with Crypto.com. Trump Media and Technology Group has entered a definite agreement to establish a $6.42 billion or billion digital asset treasury company through a business combined with Yorkville Acquisition Corp and Crypto.com. The venture, Trump Media Group CRO strategy, will focus on acquiring CRO tokens from the Kronos blockchain ecosystem. Upon completion, Trump Media will be majority owned by the three founding partners, Yorkville, Trump Media, and Crypto.com. The structure positions the entity as what the company described as the first publicly traded CRA treasury company. So they're moving into publicly trading, cryptocurrencies. David Nunez, chairman and CEO of Trump Media, says financial markets are becoming increasingly digital. Companies of all sizes and sectors are strategically planning for the future by establishing digital asset treasuries anchored by assets that have created a comprehensive value proposition and are posed for even greater utility. So yeah, he said it himself, this guy, Devin Nunez, says companies of all sizes and sectors are planning for the future by establishing digital treasuries. So yeah, man, they're all planning. All these companies are pushing that digital currency, that digital ID, that technocracy. Ultimately will lead to, the hour of temptation, also known as Mark of the Beast. So now these scriptures are speaking loud. This article is dated back in August 27th, 2025. So it's a few weeks old. First scripture, Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't take part in this new system, in this modern day Roman system, this upgraded modern day Roman system, this digital technocracy, they're going to put you to death, man. Meaning if you don't take that mark, meaning the main thing, that digital chip, that digital all. It says right here, he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So it says no man might buy or sell, referring to the monetary system. You see, had this mark, a chip, that incision that you have to stick in you. So you're not going to be able to take part in this system, this monetary system, this Bitcoin digital currency, unless you have that mark. And if you refuse to take it, they'll put you to death, meaning if you worship the image of the beast, which is this modern day society, this Roman society, the image reincarnated. You take place, if you worship this and you're all into this system, they're going to put you to death. It says, and as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And John the Revelator saw, some of the men, some of the brothers, that will be their lot to be martyrs. But if that is your lot, the Lord's going to give you the spirit to deal with it. There's Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and for the word of the Most High. The prophets, man, the men of the Lord, the believers, the elect, the remnant, and which had not worshipped the beast, not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. We all know this, the forehead, Neuralink now, got chips, brain chips. 10 years ago, we didn't have the understanding for that. The chip in your forehead, and now it's as clear as day. Neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, plural. Both hands, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you receive it. If you receive this mark, if you receive it. And they lived and reigned with Yahushai 1,000 years, man. So it says, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, in the concentration camp, the guillotine, for witness of Yahushai and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, didn't take part, either his image, didn't take part in the system, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads. So if they refuse, take this chip, this microchip, whether it be in their foreheads or in their hands, plural, right hand or left hand, they were going to be beheaded. But, it says right here, they lived and reigned with Yahushai 1,000 years, man. So that's the test, man. That's the hour of temptation. So it's important to build up your faith, in these last days, man. Because they're moving forward with this digital system, man. This digital currency and all that. Yeah, this is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, again, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, man. So yeah, you don't want to take that chip and have to deal with that nuclear destruction, man. It's best to, to refuse that mark and get beheaded, because you don't know how the Lord's going to deal, in that situation. He may have it to where it was like Stephen, to where, he'll put you to sleep before that guillotine, comes crashing down. Or maybe an angel will come and deliver you. Or maybe you have to deal with it. But the Lord will give you the strength to deal with it however it goes down. You want to be a martyr, man, for refusing the mark. Because if you take the chip, you're going to feel that torment. And you shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's that nuclear destruction. That's if you make it to the very end, man. Because you still got to deal with, Jacob's trouble. You got to deal with the famine. You got to deal with the pestilence and all that. So there's going to be a special death, for the ones that take this chip, man, this mark. But there is, for the majority, some brothers, that's their lot, but the Lord said he's going to keep thee from the hour of temptations, Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. He'll protect you, he'll guide you through it, which shall come upon all the world to try, and to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that hour of temptation is, that mark of the beast being pushed. So it says right here, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So he's going to push this worldwide. It's going to be made mandatory. Like I said, we shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. But there's hope, man. There's hope in Yahweh Shai, man, the deliverer. The Lord said, be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, and no man take thy crown, man. You read in the book of Ezra, man. That's a crown that Ezra he marveled at greatly. Marvel means astonished. He was astonished at that crown. The Lord said, let no man take thy crown. Hold fast which thou hast. And the wisdom and knowledge, that's going to be the stability in these times, man, these last days. Whereas Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is salvation nearer than we believed. Yeah, they're pushing this digital technocracy, man. This is the next step. So they're moving hard with it, man. Trump, he may be the last U.S. president, man, where things are moving. But yeah, he's investing in a digital asset treasury. And one of his top men, the CEO, said that financial markets are becoming increasingly digital. Companies of all sizes and sectors are strategically planning for the future by establishing digital asset treasuries anchored by assets that have created a comprehensive value proposition and are poised for even greater utility. So things are moving. They're moving, man. So now it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. So with that, shalom.